Yeah, man.
Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you pepper steak onion stir fry. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the ingredients. Alright, you're gonna need 3 dried chili peppers, 2 onions, green onions, 2 paprika or sweet pepper, a small piece of ginger. You're gonna need chili bean sauce, 2 garlic cloves, piece of ginger. This is chili bean oil. You're gonna need a teaspoon of that. You're gonna need some oil for frying and cooking wine. And you're gonna need light soy sauce. You're gonna pinch of salt. And you're gonna need a steak beef. We're gonna cut it in little blocks and then cut it in strips. Shred it small pieces. Alright, so let's get the pepper out of the way. So this is dried chili pepper. You can use up to 6. It's a mild pepper in my opinion, but I'm not going to remove the seeds. So just do as you see me doing and cut the chili pepper stem end off, and then you cut each pepper in the strips, and then you hold it together and then cut the strips in little pieces. So in other words, it's shredded dried chili pepper. Alright, I use the scissors, food scissors, because it's easier to handle. It's easier to cut. They have shredded chili pepper. You can buy that as well. Alright, so that's what you want. Alright, so this is beef. This is a steak beef. Meaning it's cut like a piece of steak for cooking. Alright, make sure the beef is thin. That they cut it in thin as this piece that you see on the chopping board. Because now I'm going to cut some small pieces. They're going to be as small as my pinky. I use my pinky as a guide. Alright, so get a nice piece of beef like this. You want to cut the strips alongside the grain. So when I say grain, I mean the line. Where you see straight lines in the beef, make sure you're cutting alongside the line. So for easy cut, I'm just cutting these in some blocks. Some about 2 inches blocks. The width of the block should be about 2 inches. The length can be as long as it can, as long as the length can be longer. Like this piece of meat you saw on the board right now, the width is about 1 inch, between 2 inches, and the length is much longer. So that's what you want. See, I'm looking at the meat because you want to cut alongside the grain. So now, because the grain is on the other side, I'm just cutting this length of beef into 3 blocks. Alright, you see? See, I'm showing you where the lines meet, like that. So this piece here, I'm just gonna cut it in a block. So this is like a 2 by 2 piece of block. Alright, so find where the meat grain is and cut alongside the grain. Use your pinky finger as a guide for how long and how big a piece of meat, of shredded meat you want. It's not really shred, cut to strips. Alright, so do as you see me doing and cut little beef strips. You see, if you keep your finger down on the beef and get a very sharp knife and cut the meat as fine as you can get it. Note, this is practical cooking, this is home cooking, so the meat is not going to be as fine as one of the restaurants, but it's going to be fine enough for home cooking. Some supermarkets sell the beef already shredded, like they call it pepper steak. If you don't want to go through all of this, you can look for the beef that's shredded already. But if you buy it like you see me doing, it's going to be cheaper. Because this piece of beef only cost me about $200 and something, $250 Jamaican, and that's low. A small little piece of sirloin piece of beef. See the white mark that you see in it, that piece of fat? That's the sirloin. Alright, so go through patiently and cut your piece of beef. I used about half pound, maybe less. And it's boneless meat. Alright, now we're going to marinate our beef strips. So measure, this is food cornstarch. So measure 1 tablespoon of food cornstarch. Measure and add light soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. Add 2 tablespoons of cooking wine, sherry. Add 3 tablespoons of cooking oil, coconut oil I'm using. This is just some coconut oil that I did some deep fry earlier, and I'm also going to use the same oil to deep fry these beef strips. So now that you had all the ingredients, I advise you visit JamaicaDinners.com for the ingredients. Now that you add all the ingredients for marinating, combine properly. Combine thoroughly. That's me, when I'm finished using a product, I just put it in its place. I just put it back in the cupboard, so it's not in the way. As soon as I'm finished using it, I'm not going to use it again. I just put it away. Alright, so do as you see me doing and combine the ingredients properly, thoroughly. The cornstarch is a little secret, is an Asian secret that they use. Whenever you fry with cornstarch on your beef or your chicken, it does not absorb the oil, hence cooking the meat thoroughly. Alright, so this is the get a piece of ginger about the size of your finger, the first index of your finger, the first bend of your finger, and then remove the skin and make sure it's cleaned properly. Garlic, remove the skin of the garlic. Cloves, and cut off any kind of brown spots that you might see on it, any rottening, anything that's rottening, any spoiling piece or any spoiled piece, just cut it off. As for the onions, just strip the leaf of the onions. Make sure it's just the brown leaf alone. And the sweet pepper now is paprika. You can use any color. Just cut the stem off and remove the seeds. Alright. Now I'm going to rinse these vegetables. Make sure you rinse the vegetables properly under clean running water. Alright, so next, while we wait for the meat to marinate, get a shredder or one of those shredding machines. You use the piece of ginger and then shred it to puree. Now do the same with the garlic cloves. Just grind them fine. Or if you don't have a grinder, you can use like a knife and just crush it or mash it to puree. Alright, so that's what you want. We're going to put this aside for later. Alright, this is the sweet pepper and the onion. Cut it close to cooking. We're not going to cut it and let it sit. When it's almost time to cook, we're going to cut it then. Alright, so next, now put to heat a skillet or a frying pan, a small frying pan. We're going to toast or roast. We're going to roast sesame seed. Put the stove's gauge on low, almost off low. And then measure a tablespoon or a teaspoon of sesame seed. And this allow. Alright. I know it's gonna take 5 minutes to toast. So in between the time you just stir it in and it should toast and look as how this toast sesame seed look. Alright, finished. Put that aside for later. Alright. So put to heat a saucepan. I'm sorry I don't have the wok. A wok would be best for any Asian cooking. Alright. Put to heat a saucepan, a small saucepan. We're going to do some deep frying. Put the stove's gauge on 4 and just allow the pan or pot to get hot between 3 minutes. Alright. This is our beef that's been marinating for about 3 hours now. But the least you can marinate this for is 10 minutes if you're in a hurry. The food cornstarch on the beef is gonna aid tenderizing the beef quickly or without have to pressure it. Alright, after between 3 minutes and the stove's gauge is on 4, medium low, add oil, coconut oil preferably, but cooking oil. You can use vegetable oil if you don't have coconut oil. Alright, so add about 2 cups. We just want enough oil to deep fry. About 2 cups. gauge is on 4. Just allow. We're going to allow it to get hot until you see a little smoke. Alright, so while we wait for the oil to get hot, so hot that you see smoke, the stove gauge is on 4. We want to keep it on 4 because we don't want to fast fry it. We're not going to fast cook. It's beef, and we want to make sure that the beef is tenderized properly before we start stir frying. Alright, so this is the paprika or sweet pepper. You just cut it in. It's best if you lay the outer surface of, or place the outer surface of your paprika on the chopping board. It's easier to make strips. And then you just use a sharp knife and cut little strips. Strips as long as your finger. And you can use any color paprika or sweet pepper, or paprika, or you can use both. You know, so sweet pepper and paprika. I wanna sometimes think it's the same, but it's not. Sweet pepper. Alright, the onions now. 4 onions, you cut them in half. If they are large onions, cut them in quarters. And then you separate the leaves. Alright, the oil is getting hot enough. You can see the smoke start rising. That's what you want. Alright, so the oil took about 3 to 4 minutes to get hot. So carefully take your beef, marinate in pieces, and then add it to the hot oil. Heating hot oil. Alright, immediately after you add the pieces, use a spoon or a big fork, anything, and stir in. Make sure the pieces are separated. By stirring it in immediately, you separate the pieces while it fries. Alright, so take a good 30 seconds and stir in. Stove gauge is on 4. We're going to slow cook it. We're going to slow tenderize this beef. Alright, so that's the sweet pepper, paprika, our onions cut in cubes and separated. So you want to get all the ingredients that we're going to stir fry ready. Alright, you see, I put the beefs are cut in small little pieces, not as small as the Asian cuisine restaurants. So you see, I have to make sure that the beef is cooked properly before I start stir fry. If you don't, it's gonna be chewy and tough. So this is home cooking, practical cooking, and this is the proper way. Asian cooking might be a little bit different because they just stir fry, because maybe they have access to the more tenderized. These are ingredients: shredded chili pepper, mashed onion, mashed garlic and ginger, roast sesame seed, or chili bean sauce. Open the cork and have it ready. Or chili bean oil. You don't need a teaspoon of that. Just have everything ready. I'm gonna need a tablespoon of the chili bean sauce. There's some other product that you can use for the chili bean sauce. Visit the website for the information. Alright, it's been 4 minutes since this beef been frying away. So just make a stir. Stir every 2 minutes in between time. And allow. The stove gauge is on 4 all this time. Cornstarch. Remember I was telling you the cornstarch aid in tenderizing the beef without it sucking up oil? That's the Asian secret. It really works. Alright. So just to prove to you that the beef is being tenderized, I'm gonna show you how easy. It was very easy for me to cut that just now. See? I'm tearing it with my hands. So that's what you want. It chews, but it's not chewy. Alright, that was between 7 minutes, and it's finished. That's what you want. The stove's gauge was on 4 medium low in between the time. So now get a spoon that scoops. It will be easier to remove the oil. So do as you see me doing and remove most. You're going to remove about 90% of the oil that's in the pot. You just want maybe less than half a quarter cup leave in the pot to stir fry. As you see, I removed most of the oil. About 90% of the oil I removed. Alright, so that's what you want. I turned the stove off in the process of removing the oil so that my handling hot oil is easier. So now, turn the stove gauge back on and keep it on low for now. The pot is hot still. Just keep it on low. We're gonna cook in the shredded ginger, garlic, and dried chili pepper. Just put the shredded beef aside and then put all of what I just said on one side in the oil, on the pot, on the surface of the pot, on the bottom. And just allow it to cook for a little while until you see the aroma start rise. Till you start to smell the aroma. Just use a wooden spoon like you see me using and just stir in the ingredients. The chili pepper, the mashed garlic and ginger, creating a flavor. The stove's gauge is on low because you don't want it to cook too fast. The aroma is rising in my face right now. Alright, after about 30 seconds or so, and it's cooked in somewhat. Just stir the ingredients in. Now add 1 tablespoon of chili bean sauce. There's some other foreign name that you can use, but I'll ask you to visit JamaicaDinners.com and you can see the other products that you can use just in case you don't have the chili bean sauce. But it's the same chili bean sauce, just that they call it different names. Alright, so now add a teaspoon of chili bean oil. It's like chili bean, mashed chili beans soaked in oil. So just add that, 1 teaspoon. And in it they have mashed peanut in that sauce. Alright, now that you add the ingredients, turn the stove's gauge up on 4 medium low and then stir fry. Sometimes, because I don't have to walk, I turn my pot on the edge, right in the center of the flame, pretending like I'm using a wok, so I can get all the food in a center, and then stir fry. Add a pinch of salt for flavoring, and stir fry. Next, add your chopped onions, and then stir in thoroughly. The stove's gauge is on 4 medium low. I apologize I don't have a wok, but you see this saucepan is working effectively. I just lift it and put the edge of the pot to the flame like a wok would. Like a wok, you know, the center of the wok is in the center of the flame. If you lift the saucepan up, the corner of the saucepan will be in the center of the flame. It's almost the same thing as using a wok. Alright, so once you stir that in thoroughly and give it a couple stir and let it stay for about 30 seconds or so, it's finished. The Just turn the flame off and finish. And at the end, you just add your sweet pepper strips or your paprika strips. And there you go. That's it. Finish. This is pepper steak onion stir fry. Alright, so we finish. You saw me do the cooking in front of your face. This meal is delicious. The beef is tenderized properly. The vegetables are going to be crunchy. The onions are going to be sweet. And you're going to serve it with rice for 2 people or 2 persons. Now, take a scoop of this delicious vegetable and beef and serve it on a plate of rice. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for this peppered steak onion stir fry. Peppered steak onion stir fry. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Alright, so now garnish. If you're serving this to others, this is the best way to garnish. After you serve it on a bed of rice, you just sprinkle. After you serve your peppered steak onion stir fry on a bed of rice, you just take some of your roasted sesame seed and sprinkle on top. Garnish your peppered steak onion stir fry. Alright, so now I'm gonna sample this thing here for you. I'm gonna eat. I am like hungry. I'm like mad hungry right now. Alright, see all that sauce on the bottom of the pot? I'm just gonna get a little of this gravy if I can. You see, what I realized when cooking these Asian meals, you don't have to worry about the gravy, because once you start heating the food, it's like the gravy's gonna, the sauce on the peppered onion steak stir fry will kind of give the rice gravy. You'll see. Alright, so you take the sweet pepper or the paprika is crunchy, very crunchy. The beef is tenderized and nice. The sauces that I use kind of give this meal a very unique flavor. This is a typical Asian pepper steak onion stir fry. Sometimes they don't use as much onion and it's just pepper steak stir fry, or it's just pepper steak. This meal here is delicious. I gives it thumbs up. Here, I want you to get a better image of the color and the beauty of this meal. You see how the meat is just brown right? It's not dark, it's just browned just right. And trust you me, the meat is tenderized. Chewy, but tenderized. You see what I was telling you about the gravy? You're going to see the gravy at the end of this meal. After you see me eating, the whole rice is going to be soaked with that sauce. And like most people would cook the sweet pepper. But sweet pepper do not need to be cooked. All you need to do is just add it at the end. That way, when it's ready to serve, it will be more crunchy. This meal is delicious. onions, like I said, it's crunchy and sweet, like a mild sweetness. The chili pepper is mild in my opinion. It might be hot or spicy for some, but to me it's a mild spiciness. It's okay. The beef is cooked properly. Chili, the dried chili peppers, fine in this meal. I only use 3, but you could use 6 dried chili pepper. The sauce. Alright, look. I don't know if you saw just now, but you saw those different names under the sauce. Those are the Asian name that they have for the sauce. But the English word is chili sauce, chili bean sauce. But in Asian, it's spelled with something else, like a D something of the sort. I cannot pronounce it, and I'm not gonna try. Alright, so you can just put the remaining roasted or roast sesame seed to the pepper steak in a pot or saucepan and stir it in. Look at the sauce at the bottom. All that sauce. Like when I have my second meal, this is gonna be juicy and nice. This is just me going for seconds. Like how I'm in the pot, so might as well get some more. You should like this video. I'm asking you to leave a nice comment below. I'm asking you to share it with your friends and your family. Look how tenderized this beef is. I'm taking it and I'm breaking it apart with my hands, with my fingers, so I can show you that it's cooked properly. So the method with the cornstarch really works. And you see the rice, you saw the rice gravy up. The rice wasn't even, sometimes you can't even eat rice by itself. I know Haitian people don't have a problem eating rice by itself, but we on this side, we like to have gravy. We can't just eat the rice plain, so we eat the rice with gravy so we can swallow it properly. I don't think nobody on this side eat rice plain. We always have to add some kind of gravy to it. When I say this side, I mean the Americas. And the onions are nice and sweet. You see how the rice just look like I used a whole bunch of gravy? No, I didn't. This meal is healthy. Y'all need to know that beef is what make you have that big brain that you have. A lot of you not gonna agree with me, but research on your own. Because when I talk like this, vegetarians say no, there's no way. But history shows that the brain evolved from eating meat, raw meat. Alright, so this is a close-up picture image of a piece of beef. If I go a week without eating a piece of beef, I feel like my brain is starving. And I know a lot of you feel that way, but you're not thinking it, you're not connecting it with the beef, but it is that. This might sound strange, but beef is my ultimate favorite food. Well, I do like ackee and sawfish, but I love meat. Male will love meat. Alright, see, look at all that gravy, that sauce. That kind of give my rice a little moistness, so it'd be easier for me to heat. Alright, I can't stress enough. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Like, subscribe, share, and continue being my friend.
Yeah, man!